I'm so excited for today's video. Today we're going to be talking about how to be your dream self. I feel like this topic is something that I'm obsessed with, but I've recently discovered something that really truly is life-changing, and I have a lot of other things that I can mention on this topic, but for now, this is where we're going to start. This is like the basis. Like this, if you do this, immediately you will start to show up differently in your life. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. The reason that typically we aren't seeing any change in our life, even though we have these things that we want, is because we keep thinking the same thoughts. We keep repeating the same thoughts every single day. And one, we aren't really taking notice of the thoughts that we're having. And then two, we aren't introducing new thoughts and then therefore new beliefs and new ways of being. So in order to have a new life, you need to become a new person. And I know that sounds very like, oh, I have to pretend to be someone, or, oh, like I don't want to have to put on this fake persona, but that's not what this is. You need to really tap into who you truly want to be. And I'm going to give you a technique in a second in order to really like hone in on that and then also be able to show up as her or him or they. I also find that sometimes it can feel like hard to show up as someone else because it feels like unreal, because technically it is, like you are literally pretending, but at least with showing up as the version I'm going to describe to you, you are showing up as a person that does already exist. It's just in the future. So what I'm gonna have you do is either you can do this right now or you can do this when you're done with the video. It's really up to you. First of all, I think you need like a pen and paper or your phone, or if you can just take notes in your head. So what I'm gonna have you do basically is go into a comfortable, safe space, somewhere that you would go to like meditate basically, and move a space in front of you. So if there's like things like pillows or blankets, or if there's, you know, your phone or anything that's in front of you, move it as if someone's gonna go and sit in that spot. Then what I'm gonna have you do is close your eyes and invite your future self to come and sit with you. And so what's going to happen is your future self will come and sit in front of you, and you'll basically be able to start to take note of what you see. So what is she wearing? What colors does she have on? What age is she showing up as? Just like literally just take as much notice of what she appears to seem like as possible, because you're going to try and embody those things in a second. So think about all of the things that you feel she is, and then also think about her energy. Like, how does she act? How does she carry herself? What are her behaviors like? Like, how does she just seem? Like, if you had to describe her, what were the words that you would use? For example, for me, when I did this activity, I really found that my older self is so insanely confident. Like, she doesn't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. And she's just so like bold and brave, and she's just like fully really her and that sort of stuff. So really just try and take note of all the things that you see within your future self. And once you do that, just take it down, write down in your journal, like fill up a page on what you noticed. And now that you know what your future self seems like and is like, you're basically going to try to embody her and literally just start to be that future version of you now. Because typically the thing that we see in our future self, as long as we're looking at it from a place of love and not fear, because if you're looking at this from fear, most likely you're going to have a lot of scary thoughts or like negative thoughts, but that's not truth. That's just fear. So maybe try again later when you're in a more calm, neutral headspace or a good headspace. But what you're going to notice is the things that you see in your future self are things that you want to be, but don't see yourself as already. And what you have to do is basically just bridge the gap. Just start to really embody that future version of yourself. If you believe wholeheartedly that that future version of you exists, you can be able to fully like embrace all of the identity that is for the future and be that person now. And when you change who you are right now, you end up changing everything about your reality, because then your reality has to match this new version of you, this new person that you are. And yeah, it's amazing. I literally have only discovered this, I feel like, in the past few days of just like talking a lot with my future self. And I feel so much more like kind of what I was saying before, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. And I feel like I was someone who really cared a lot about what other people think. I also cared a lot about making other people happy. I also had a lot of like worthiness, I can't even say the word. I also had a lot of worthiness issues and feeling like deserving of things and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of it has changed, especially over the past literally few days that this has been implemented. And I just had like a switch go off in my brain. And And if you guys want me to talk about other stuff like that, like I can definitely do a full video talking about how to know that you're worthy, how to know that you're deserving, how to know that you're good enough, and all of that, because that's something I feel like I've dealt with for a very long time. And I'm finally getting to a place where I don't necessarily feel those ways as strong anymore, and I actually feel like I deserve everything I want, and I can say that genuinely, and yeah, it's a good feeling. So I really hope that this little technique works out for you, and that you end up being able to really connect with your future self, and then also being able to embody that future version of yourself, because you deserve to. And yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe. I would love to have you. My name is Erin. I've mentioned before, but I will mention again. I've noticed that 85% of my viewers are not subscribed. So if you're not fake, subscribe. I would love to have you. Join the party before it's a party. Okay. Bye, guys.